Learn the rules like a pro so you can break them like an artist. What's up, guys? Marty here, and welcome to another edition of Reawaken Your Competitive Spirit. And that quote is by Pablo Picasso, who was a Spanish painter, sculptor, printmaker, stage designer, poet, and playwright who spent most of his adult life in France, but he was regarded as one of the most influential artists of the 20th century. So the big idea here is that if you can't solve a problem, it's because you're playing by the rules. That's another anonymous quote, but I think that really hits the nail on the head there. I remember back whenever I was there's a culprit back there trying to eat the bat like yesterday. So anyway, or the day before. I remember back whenever I was going to school for music education, I had a teacher who would always quote this and say, he's like, you got to learn the rules of music theory so you know how to break them. And this is very much true in the game of life. And here's how this applies to us as former athlete entrepreneurs in the realm of self-improvement and increasing fulfillment across the game of life. So, of course, if you're bored, it's because you're not playing the game. So we have to revisit the four essential elements to a game, and the second one of those are rules and parameters. And rules actually foster creativity by eliminating some of the obvious choices, and it also gets you to start thinking strategically whenever the obvious answers aren't right there in front of you. So the thing to understand here is you make your own rules in the game of life, and a lot of people end up holding themselves back from true fulfillment and greater results by having too many self-imposed rules both for themselves and other people. And having too many rules for other people is why you might be getting angry all the time. So what can we do about this? Because, hey, it's like the only rule book, like no one can really agree on any one rule book for the game of life. So it's up to you to make your own. So with this, you need some modifiers. And that comes from sometimes you have to make the game intentionally a little bit easier if you are in this spot where we're like, man, I haven't won in a really long time. Sometimes you need to make it to where you're setting yourself up to win and you train yourself to win. Otherwise, you train yourself to lose, and that can lead to a lot of heartache and heartbreak and disappointment. Other times, you need to make the game intentionally a little bit harder if you're looking to level up something like your skills or your abilities, your attributes, thinking in terms of like speed, strength, power, just to throw out some examples right there. But also another important rule and parameter that you might want to look at adding to your specific game of life is a time limit. Like in case you couldn't tell, I'm a Rainbow Six Siege fanatic. And those are played in 3-minute rounds. And whenever you watch the pros play in Pro League, they're always playing like a bomb defusal thing. And there's always a 3-minute round. And it's like every single time, it's like I can't tell you how many times like the bomb diffuser plant goes down with there's like 2 seconds left, 1 second left, no seconds left, and they start putting that thing down. And otherwise, you could just sit there all day and wait and be at this standoff and stalemate all day, and the game would be very boring. So sometimes you're going to run into the problem to where it's like, hey, the game has become so boring and restrictive because we put way too many rules on this. Other times, the game is going to be just completely chaotic because it's too loose and relaxed. It's like, think about the baseball metaphor of, if you're not playing within the foul lines on a 90-degree field and you open that thing up to 180, all of a sudden you have total chaos. It's like 9 people can't play that. So the thing to understand here is it's all about testing it out, and you create your own rules in this game of life. So let's put this into action. Identify exactly where you are on your road to results across your health, wealth, and relationships. Set up appropriate rules, parameters, and modifiers for yourself, and test and balance as you go. So before I forget, if you're a former athlete entrepreneur who's serious about learning how to turbocharge this process, check out this free web class at gearedupinsider.com/upgraded web class. And this is going to make it easy for you to maximize your efforts in life without holding yourself back with your own rules. So I'll see you guys there, and see you next time.